welcome to another episode of an amazing guest on our NSA Houston podcast. You know, as we are working this year on a mission of Together We Rise, how that looks in Houston, how we bring more value to our members, and really break down doors and open airways of so many opportunities in Houston. And none other than another guest that I think you're going to really enjoy, especially because of her experience and the organization she works with. So, Stacey, would you mind share a little bit about yourself and who you are with our guests that are listening today?
Yes, of course. Hello, Megan. First off, thank you so much for the invitation to join today. I'm just so excited about the opportunity to contribute. A little bit about me. My name is Stacey Brown. I serve on the HR Houston Board of Directors as president. And as many of you know, HR Houston is the premier human resource association for HR professionals in the Houston area. So super excited to be part of this organization, a part of this discussion today. For my day job, I lead the HR function for a Houston-based family-owned company. But my journey actually starts right here in Houston. I grew up in the Houston greater area, attended Johnston Middle School and Bel Air High School. Whoop, whoop. So I have some really deep roots in the Houston area. And from there went on to university and studied at the University of Texas at Austin.
Very nice.
Yes. They did not have really a formal HR curriculum when I studied there at that time. So I obtained my Bachelor of Science with a focus in corporate communication. That was kind of the closest thing that they had to a full HR curriculum. So later I studied at Texas A&M and earned my MBA. So yeah, I'm definitely a divided household, so it makes for some interesting times at football season.
Oh, yeah.
So I figured I would kind of check both of those boxes just to be safe here in Texas. So anyway, I was very fortunate early in my career. I was able to connect with a mentor who was really integral in steering me towards HR as a career path. So I really love and resonate with your Together We Rise focus for this podcast, really because of that. Because without that influence early in my career, I'm not sure where I would be. My mentor really poured into me and helped me, learn how to build solid relationships and learn about communication in the workplace and how to overcome adversity with grace and some of the early on challenges that young professionals face navigating the workforce and people and cultural challenges and all of that. So these are lessons that I learned from her and still carry them with me to this day. So I love your focus on Together We Rise, because without her influence in my life, I wouldn't be where I'm at now. I've always been in the HR realm. I've worked in a variety of industries in the Austin and Houston area. Mostly professional services. Early on, lawyers, engineers, got a good foothold in HR through HR programs, larger programs within that setting, and then moved on to commercial construction and retail, hospitality, which is kind of where I'm at now. So I've learned really, the common denominator in all of these businesses is it's your people operations, focus on people development. And so I've definitely been blessed on my career track thus far through organizations like HR Houston and Mentorship, for sure. So, but about me personally, I'm not just only a professional. I have two amazing adult children and a few bonus kids as well. So really enjoying life with a supportive partner, and he's amazing. he allows me to give him all of the latest HR scoop and buzz, and takes it all in. The other day, I shared my crazy travel schedule with him, and he's kind of the king of the bad dad jokes. And so he was asking me what kind of traveler was the most calm. And I was like, I don't know. It's certainly not me. He's like the nomad traveler. So
I like
anyway,
his style.
yeah, he's my steady. He brings some much needed levity and calm to the day. So we've got two completely incorrigible dogs. Both of them are rescues. One is Harley Joe, and the other one is Cooper. And so they keep life interesting. I think, honestly think that they are humans. So
The best ones
um,
do.
yeah. So that really kind of sums me up, and how I got to where I am today.
Thank you for sharing from your mentor to your career to family. I think it sounds like you have a lot of wisdom and probably apply it day to day, not only in your role, but also for HR Houston. Are there anything
Absolutely.
Are there any things coming up for HR Houston? Or actually, let's rewind a little. For those that are interested, so we have a lot of audience members from the International Coaching Federation and the Association for Talent Development, NSA, and then Association for Change Management. So a broad audience. If you wouldn't mind, given your history and how you come into this role for HR Houston, what is
Sure.
HR Houston, and kind of what are ways people can get involved if they want to?
Yeah. So I mentioned just at the beginning that HR Houston is the premier HR association for professionals in the Houston area. We've been around for a long time, since 1943. So an
Ooh!
incredible 82 years, if I'm doing that math right, of connecting HR professionals to knowledge, solutions, resources. HR Houston is an affiliate of SHRM. So SHRM is the national chapter, Society for Human Resource Management. SHRM has 200 plus thousand affiliate members, so connection to a much larger national organization. HR Houston is designated as a super mega chapter. I always think the like Megatron in my mind, I don't know, but super mega chapter per SHRM, and we have over 1,800 members here in Houston. So the power of the network and the relationships that we share are really at work. And I don't consider it just like a bullet point on my resume. It's this organization adds real value for me personally, and I know to a large number of our membership. The knowledge and solutions that they're able to offer us is just incredible. I mean, over 200 hours a year of continuing education credits. Many of us in the HR community are certified professionals. So we have to have those credit hours to continue our certifications. So HR Houston offers those professional development credits through a variety of programming, like a lot of programming, for us to be able to continue those PDCs, to maintain like our SHRM CPs and our SHRM SCPs. So lots of acronyms there, but basically recertification credits for continuing that journey of learning. So just an extensive programming. They offer, if you can't make it to one of their meetings, Houston, of course, is a huge geographic. So HR Houston makes it really easy to engage right in your backyard. They offer programs like HR in your neighborhood. So they'll kind of come to you. We meet at various restaurants around town for an informal lunch and learn, like an hour of content, and then the ability to engage and network with other HR professionals in the area. So that's always a really popular one that HR Houston offers. They also offer a large seminar series. So if you're interested in diving a little bit deeper, or have like specific educational topics that you may be wanting to gain knowledge in, they offer topics like HR Basics, which is a 2-day deep dive into, the basics of an HR professional, and gives a really great perspective for someone new to HR responsibilities, or to someone that hasn't, is maybe focused one area in HR and wants to extend to other areas within the practice. Um, Other seminar topics. One really timely one is AI in HR. That's kind of
Oh,
the
yes.
big buzz right now, I'm sure, in many associations and places around Houston, but definitely within HR Houston. Veterans hirings, benefit basics. There's a ton of seminars that they offer that help us with continuing education as well. We we have a couple of key focuses each year. One of them is upcoming, like in a week. We're going to be having our Legal Quick seminar, and Legal Quick is a day of just power packed with 15 different employment lawyers around the Houston area that are focusing on really pertinent legal topics. And it's kind of TED style, rapid fire style. And so that's always a super popular one that we get a lot out of. So we also have a annual strategy summit. We previously called it our HR Practitioners Day. So we have our own community, our own HR practitioners, HR professionals come together and share their knowledge. And we make a day of it. And so that's been really a popular one as well, as far as our, kind of our focused meetings. I love that one personally. Again, it's one where um, we're promoting from within, and we're promoting the talents that we've developed within our own community. And so bringing those together, we're rising together and learning from each other. So I think that one is one of my particular favorites as well. Last year, we partnered with the Houston Business Journal for the first time for the Practitioners Day or Strategy Summit. And we were able to award HR impact winners for the first time. So
Ooh,
again,
wow.
rising together and acknowledging really the development of our community, and really promoting from within. And if all that wasn't enough, we host an annual Gulf Coast Symposium where we all come together for a couple days, not just the HR Houston area, but it's really the largest um, offering of professional development along the Gulf Coast, regional conference. So we offer 160 sessions throughout symposium, which is crazy because I always have a hard time deciding which one to go to because they're all
Oh,
so
yeah.
great. um, and gives us an opportunity once a year to come together and focus on those employment law, labor relations topics, engagement, retention, global HR, all of the challenges that we're individually having within our organizations. We can focus on that for a couple days a year. So HR Houston it's really a fantastic organization for anyone that's new to the field or new to Houston, anyone seeking an extended network or who are looking to upskill. I really can't say enough good things about HR Houston. It's a great organization.
Very much so. I love how you covered the different things that go on because there's so much value there. And a lot of Together We Rise is how do we bring value to members? And that's another reason for the podcast. NSA, if you're listening and you find of interest, go join HR Houston. They're a fabulous organization, as you heard, from different things that might help you if you're inside of a company or if you're a consultant on the outside, if you will. There's so much to help you be really knowledgeable, informed about your career. And Stacey, what's the best way to find out more information if you were to help guide them and where to go from here if they
Yeah.
wanted to get involved?
Sure. They can jump on the website. It's probably the best place to start, hrhouston.org. And that will connect you with all of our socials, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, X, everything's out there on the website. Encourage you to start there. And have a listing of all of our calendared items as well, everything that's upcoming on our busy calendar.
Absolutely. And on that website, you'll see the calendar, you'll see the happy hours that are coming up. I believe there's one coming up not too long from now. There's also those meetings in your neighborhood. If you're curious, try one out. They welcome members and guests. So sign up as a guest if you're not a member yet, and go check them out. I've been to several myself. I've been honored to speak at a few of them in the Gulf Coast. They are people that are warm and welcoming. They're excited about HR, and it's just really fun to be at those events.
Absolutely, we do. And we do have a mixer coming up. Actually, it's this week. So that's an easy one to attend and to be able to start the networking process with HR Houston members. And, we do those regularly to support our student chapters, our volunteers, and just to, generally network with our membership. So definitely check those out.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned the student part. Okay, so y'all listening, if you've got want to get like more in depth or a targeted group that have your interest for you, anybody that knows me, I love working with students. They are so full of energy and life and ready to go in their careers. And what really interested me to join HR Houston myself was there is a committee for working with college campuses. So, Stacey, if you wouldn't mind, like high level, what are the different committees? Should it be of interest to help really connect somebody to a higher purpose?
Absolutely. So, similar to NSA, HR Houston, we're really focused on our member engagement. So we give a lot of opportunities for our membership to get involved in chapter work itself, and, really in getting involved within our greater Houston community. As well. So we offer, well, I mentioned the Gulf Coast Symposium,
Mhm.
the largest regional conference along the
And
Gulf
that's a
Coast.
committee,
And
right? The whole committee puts that
yes, that's a
together. So if
committee
you want
that
to be involved,
would not be possible without our committee for sure. They are awesome. And we actually divide that one up into teams because there's so much work to be done just for that one event. They work on the excuse me, the concurrent sessions, catering and packing, social media, silent auction. So they do a lot of work on that committee. Our ambassadors committee. So when we have new members or attendees attend for the first time, it's always nice to have a friendly face in the crowd. So we offer a committee called our HR Ambassadors Committee. That's a welcoming committee. So our new members and guests can have a friendly face when they attend an HR Houston event. The HR Gives Back committee, great committee. We donate our time and our expertise to charitable projects throughout the Houston area. A few of our partners include the Next Stop Veterans group, the Women's Home, and also the Work Faith Connection. So a great opportunity again to give back outside of the HR Houston community. And then the one you referenced just a moment ago, the University Liaison Committee, is also one of my personal favorite ones. I chaired that committee a couple times, and really allows the membership to build those relationships, that networking, that mentorship opportunity, and foster those relationships with our future HR leaders that are in an HR university program. So I love that committee. It's a great opportunity for us to give back and to really extend the network. Right, a lot of times we think about our lateral network, or we think about um, you know, uh, individuals that may work in a different, higher capacity than us, but really those up and coming leaders have some really great ideas and
oh yeah.
impressive, incredible thoughts for the limited experience that they may have. So I always enjoy working with them and developing those relationships, and those have also paid off for me long term. And speaking of mentoring, I skipped over. We're currently offering a really unique opportunity at HR Houston. It's a brand new program that we're offering. Super, super excited about this one. It's called the HR Horizons program.
Okay.
This one is an opportunity for our mid-level HR professionals to engage with senior leadership roles, and it's a year-long focus, a 12-month HR leadership true program where we'll meet monthly and work through strategies and practical tools to help these mid-level HR professionals really elevate their careers. And again, together we rise. So your your podcast is really spot on here with several of the goals that HR Houston has as well. So I'm super excited about that HR Horizons program. We do kick that off in April this year. So there might be just a little bit more opportunity for anybody who's interested in looking at that opportunity as well. So
Wow, man, I told you, audience, there's so much to pick from. Great people, lots of value. Get involved. Go check them out for a meeting that sounds of interest to you. And I guarantee you, you're going to meet some really great people. Now, as we're thinking about NSA Houston and HR Houston collaborating, what are your thoughts on how we can do that? Because off the top of my head, personally, I like helping out and giving back to contribute with areas that I know about or speak on. So I've applied to be a speaker at the symposium or the breakout sessions in the HR in your neighborhood. What are the things you think we could help each other as we're, in the same city?
absolutely. And I did research a little bit about NSA before jumping on the podcast here. And um, your professional development opportunities and the things that you guys provide are really unparalleled in the community as well. And I think a partnership between the two of us would really would be great. So any NSA members that are interested in partnering with HR Houston, we all come from different walks of life, different education, different industries, but the purpose to better ourselves and share this journey, I think we can uplift each other through both of our communities. So anyone in NSA that's interested in partnering with HR Houston, they can jump on the website again. There is an area on the website under the events tab where you can click on speaking opportunities to learn more information about that. There's a proposal section. So anyone who's interested in doing that can jump out on the website and see what's out there and make a proposal. And that would be fantastic to again have our two organizations be more connected.
Yeah, I agree. So we have, so many people. I'm thinking of our members. They have so much wide experience from accounting to legal to business etiquette, leadership. I mean, there's so many cool topics. And I think too, for NSA Houston, if you're listening, yes, we can contribute. Go give back. Go speak for HR Houston, and also invite them into our meetings. If you're having a conversation with an HR professional that it sounds like they're looking for maybe help for an executive to public speak, or want to learn how to run more of the business side of something, like we have marketing or back in October, we had Russ Riddle come and he did intellectual property law. How do you write contracts for that part? We also have a financial business advisor coming in June, marketing and fashion in April and March. So connect people with what they're looking for. I think that's the big purpose behind it because, all the organizations, we are part of Houston. So working together, be able to, support HR Houston's events and spread the knowledge. NSA Houston also has Speakers Academy, which is one of the things you probably saw, Stacey, on our website, where we train people to be better speakers. And we also have friends over in Toastmasters. So if you're looking for maybe not the speaking arena, maybe it's more practicing, we have friends over there too. Because the thing is, we're all in the same sandbox, working in our own purpose. But how do we advance that? Everybody needs different things. All right, so Stacey, we're coming up to the end of our podcast. This is my favorite question to ask, and I always save it for the end. what is a secret talent that you have that maybe you'd like to share with the audience just to get to know you a little bit more?
Oh gosh. Well, I'm not sure how secret or special it is.
That's okay. That's always how the good ones start. Like, ooh.
Okay. Well, I think my special talent is more of it's kind of my MacGyver tendencies. I'm able to, put together with limited resources, put things together, whether it be projects. Recently I was working, I finally get to have hobbies now with the kids out of the house, and I was working on a stained glass project and
Oh, wow.
trying to put everything together with those incorrigible dogs that kept trying to get into my stuff. And so I was able to find some things around the house, put some casters on the bottom of a table to lift it up, and really create my own little project area with repurposed items, and create meaning and purpose from things that would have otherwise probably been in the Goodwill pile, or been put to trash. So I think that's probably my best hidden talent is repurposing things and creating meaningful projects with limited resources. And I think we all do that. We all do that in our everyday jobs too, when whether it's through association work or through our daily life, we're able to find meaning and find purpose, and connect everyone, with each other, so that together we rise. And so I think that my little MacGyver tendencies pay off on the home front, and then also within the professional setting as well.
Absolutely. I love that, creating things together. And as to the story you've shared today is a lot of how you're doing that and leading one of the premier HR organization of Houston. So thank you so much, Stacey, for sharing a little bit about yourself, your organization, and NSA Houston. And any listeners, go get involved with HR Houston. Follow them on LinkedIn, connect with Stacey. You don't want to miss out on the amazing things that they are doing, because they are the through line of HR in Houston. So if you're wanting to connect, that's the place to go. Well, thanks for listening today for another podcast for NSA Houston as we talk about how together we rise, spreading across a presidential podcast of how are we connecting across Houston to build, collaborate, and work together. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time on another episode with another president talking about how do we really raise Houston. Once again, respond and follow Stacey online and HR Houston, and we'll see you next time. Take care.